Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Charlie, I'm the book review guy, and for the next 15 minutes, we'll be talking about one great book. It's called 360-Degree Leader by John Maxwell. In a sense, and as always, I hope to give you a strong idea of what this book is about and share some valuable golden nuggets and possibly entice you to read it. And when you do, it will add lots of value to you and to those around you. Additionally, please take a second to push the like and subscribe button below. It really helps this project continue living. So stay tuned and buckle up while we explore 360-Degree Leader. Welcome. Welcome back. Before going into the golden nuggets, here are what for me are the three strongest breakthroughs from the book. First, Maxwell emphasizes in three types of leadership within an organization. They are leading up, leading across, and leading down. Leading up is encouraging ourselves to influence those above us. Not easy, right? Leading across means building a solid relationship with colleagues and fostering collaborative environment with peers. Leading down involves inspiring and guiding those you supervise while developing your team and investing in their growth. Second, titles are very important for an org chart for sure, but don't really matter if you have the ability to go above and beyond. 360-degree leaders have the light of their own and can shine it upon anybody that needs it. We all know somebody like that, right? Third, having the ability within an organization to identify who has the characteristics of being a 360-degree leader should be a priority number one for employee selection, either for new employees or current ones. Investing in these candidates will eventually steer the ship and should be a non-negotiable. More to come. Welcome back. So let's get started sharing an overview of this powerful book as well as highlighting some very valuable golden nuggets. This amazing book is divided into 6 sections full of gold. One major nugget I found lies in confronting the idea that we currently could be thinking we're not in a position to lead others within a company we work at, for many possible reasons. Many of them, honestly, are in our head. This is mainly upwards or sideways. We might think that because we're not high-ranking employees, we might be managers, directors, supervisors, and in some companies even VPs. We're not empowered by our positions or titles. This also happens strongly to entry-level positions, such as assistants, associates, trainees, or even interns. After reading this book, I can tell you we couldn't be further from the truth because there is a way. Leading from the middle surely ain't easy. Employees in these positions that want to stand out or lead normally put a lot of effort to make it happen. Some of you know people that are in these positions, or you might be in this position too. You know who you are. We are the ones that are working longer, harder, supporting our peers, setting the example, teaching others, being selfless. We're not short-sighted. We're always looking for the long-term goals. This reminds me of our previous book, Give and Take, and the fact that most likely people in these middle positions to achieve their results, most likely they're givers, in order to be recognized, acknowledged, and subsequently perhaps promoted. So, in regards of leading up, Maxwell challenges us to influence those above us by taking initiative and offering solutions. It is about being proactive, being a problem solver, showing that leadership is not confined by titles. By effectively leading up, you not only contribute to success of the organization, but also position yourself as a valuable asset in the eyes of your superiors. I know many people like this. Another key takeaway revolves around leading across. Maxwell emphasizes the importance of building strong relationships with your colleagues. The name of the game is collaboration. We have to be team players and foster a sense of unity, while watching as our collective efforts amplify the fact that we can have on the company. Leading across is about creating positive and close-knit work environment, where our strengths are recognized and leveraged. Good middle leaders release the top leaders so that they can strategize and align the team with the company goals. Not easy. Now, to lead down, Maxwell highlights the significance of inspiring and guiding those we supervise, investing in our team's growth, creating a culture of mentorship, and watching how our leadership ripples through the entire organization. Leading down isn't about authority. It's about service and empowerment. When we lift others, we elevate the entire teams. One thing I emphasize with is the idea of being humble enough to bring people that are better than ourselves into the organization. That is not easy, I know. In some cultures, it's even harder. It's part of our human ego and sometimes can be a powerful adversary. But I can say it is possible. In order to create self-driven teams, you have to achieve it. Finally, the golden nugget that for me makes this happen. As Maxwell refers to as, always be on the lookout for the eagles. Those are potential leaders that make all of this possible. They just get it. They help others succeed. They are selfless, they add value, they make things happen. When all of the aforementioned happens, a balance is created. Maxwell's 360-degree approach encourages leaders to strike a harmonious balance between leading up, leading across, and leading down. It's about being a well-rounded leader who understands the dynamics of the entire organization. By embracing this holistic approach, you're not just leading from an angle, but from every single angle, ensuring sustainable success for yourself and for those around you. More to come. Welcome back. I love this section where we get to share some real-life examples of concepts in the book and that I have personally lived through. The first example is called the power of the assistants. During my tenure at different companies, I have encountered several assistants who hold the power grip tight across. They manage to control downwards, entry-level staff through their position, across, getting managerial levels to agree, and many times willingly to achieve goals and actions, and also they are able to influence senior leadership. I remember one particular assistant who I would respect more than her own boss. She was smart, witty, ingenious, selfless, and resourceful. We were over 10,000 employees and nobody would dare to question her authority. She had been in the company for many years and her authority came from respect, which she had earned during all of her years working there. Some people might think that she had the power because she reported to a C-level, but that was certainly not the case because there were many assistants for C-level members who didn't have authority at all. Obviously, for her boss, this was an amazing advantage because he could get things done much faster and everything would end up in a positive manner. It was sort of like a Harvey Specter-Donna relationship in the series Suits, if you know what I mean. I guess it always comes down to that person, don't you think? This is why the selection process when hiring the correct candidate is so important. Bringing in somebody that matches your ethos and work style is essential. Not many companies understand this and they think it's normal to have such a high turnover. Turnover is very costly. What if you rather devote those same resources towards a well-rounded candidate selection process? The growth rate for your company would be exponential. Believe me, I talk from experience. The second example is from a manager I used to work with. She had been in many positions throughout the company. At one moment, she even reported to me. She was and is so bright that she is able to adapt to many leadership styles. Through her tenure, she has been able to understand how every area behaves and operates, gaining the respect of people within those areas. There was nothing she couldn't do. But most important, there's nothing she wouldn't do. She was the go-to person to resolve every single issue, or at least she knew who could solve the issue at hand. So she became indispensable for the operation. People from outside the company knew her as an amazing, well-educated, and polite member of the company. People from within knew her as selfless, helpful, well-respected member of the team. Funny enough, although she was selfless, she knew how to set her boundaries, and people knew that she had those boundaries. Nonetheless, she always had a way of solving or helping. She instilled a lot of security on everybody when they were working with her. You always knew that if she got delegated something, she would get it done. And most importantly, she would exceed the expectations. More to come. So let's talk a little bit about the author. Meet John Maxwell, a renowned leadership expert, speaker, and author, known for his profound insights into personal and professional development. He was born in February 20th, 1947 in Garden City, Michigan, in the United States of America. John has over 80 books to his name, many of which become bestsellers, and where teaching about leadership is one of his main powers. His teachings emphasize the importance of servant leadership, influence, and character development. Maxwell's leadership philosophy centers on empowering others, fostering positive relationships, and cultivating a mindset of continuous growth. Through his engaging writing and impactful speaking engagements, John Maxwell has inspired countless individuals worldwide to reach their leadership potential and positively impact the world around them. John Maxwell is an evangelical Christian who followed his father's footsteps. He completed a bachelor's degree at Circleville College, a master's of divinity degree at Azusa Pacific University, and a doctor's degree at Fuller Theological Seminary. He's an ordained minister in the Wesleyan Church. His achievements are many. Some of the most important are Lifetime Achievement Award, Golden Gavel Award given by Toastmasters. I am in Toastmasters too. Harvard University Alumni Leadership Award, Mother Teresa Prize for Global Peace and Leadership, Horatio Alger Award, Thomas More College Medallion, among others. From the plus 80 books John has published, some of the most important are the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, Developing the Leaders Within You, Leadership Gold Lessons, I learned through a lifetime of leading, the 5 Levels of Leadership, Everyone Communicates If You Connect, the Maxwell Leadership Bible, and 360-Degree Leader. So I think you can agree with me that John Maxwell has more than the credentials to talk about this topic, which will most likely make us better human beings at home and at work. More to come. So my thoughts and scoring of the book are the following. I didn't just like the book. I consider it as an essential lecture for anybody who really believes in having an empowered employee base, who believes in you and wants to grow alongside with you. If you want a high growth company or enterprise with a high value thinker base and doer base, or you are within the selection area of HR, you will benefit from reading this book. I 100% guarantee. This is why I'm giving this book 5 light bulbs. True enlightenment. This was an amazing read. Thank you, John Maxwell, for this life-changing book. For sure, your company won't ever be the same after applying the principles herein. Remember, friends, as always, you can find the link to the book at bookshop.org below. Are 100% recommended. Our next book will be Radical Candor by Kim Scott. How to get what you want by saying what you mean. It's easier said than done, right? If you have any type of comments or questions, please leave them on the comment section below. Believe me, I read them all. Please like and subscribe if you are so kind. It helps this continue living. Thank you very much for your time, and until next time, be kind to each other. We need more kindness in this world. Thank you very much.